Hello. Welcome to the SRM Gaming Podcast. Not sure what number this is. There's an ad. Hi, I'm TrX SoLuTiOnZ. I'm the new VP of Operations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Censorious.
I am one of the new streamers a part of this week. I'm Censorious. Stream mainly like Call of Duty Zombies, COD multiplayer. Just having a lot of fun, man.
Well, it is I, the returning voice of Darth Malid. You guys know me well as the leader and team manager of our COD team. And we're here for another awesome COD team episode. And we're here for another podcast. Awesome episode.
And the one and only Navy Brett again tuning in, new general manager for the gaming organization. Much appreciated, much love. Tuning in, new general manager for the gaming
Congrats, man.
organization.
Congrats on the promotion.
Much love. Tuning in, new general manager.
Congrats to you, bro.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Congrats on the promotion.
Perfect. So, real quick, I just need to announce something. We're getting some new merch in very soon. Maybe today. I'm not completely sure. But it's we worked with a Champion, that brand, to create our new sweatshirts. There it is.
Ooh,
Looks dope.
isn't there?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
that's dope.
coming, I think tomorrow, it'll be available in different colors.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we know what colors?
I'm sure we can figure out what colors in about 40 seconds.
Colorful colors.
Gotcha.
Something to make sure that I'm
It'll be coming in gray and navy blue.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you guys are so nice. Getting navy blue in there.
And very soon we will be giving out a code for 20% off, but it's only one-time use. So if you want it, you got to get in there. Oh, yeah,
20% off for just the sweatshirt. That's cool.
I think it's just for the sweatshirt.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there it is. Front and back. Front has the lion on it. That was my idea.
And then the other one that you see right now, the back has a line on it. Yeah, they're showing the other one right now.
Well, they're not showing anything right now. So how's everybody's week been?
It was pretty good. It was good.
Oh, it's been so busy.
right. That's how it's very busy and hectic.
Busy but good.
Right. Nothing bad. It's just very busy with good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
I feel-
like with us having a whole COD team now, getting to 6. We got 6 players. It's great.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was really cool seeing all the new people be on our COD team now.
Yeah, what's funny is that when I got this new team, I was told that communication was going to be the issue for this team because somebody I previously know, I guess, scrimmed with them and knew our current team. And when I saw their first game, I was like, no, communication is not an issue. These people are like dope. Like, they're good.
Right. I watched them in their tournament last night.
Yeah,
was
I was
that a
watching them.
tournament?
Like, well, it was like a local tournament,
Right.
if you will, but
Yeah.
like their communications is like off the charts. It's
on point.
amazing listening to them.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, like in every other team, there's always progression. No matter how much of a level you hit, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, there's always something that you can learn and progress from, And so I seen them play with the sub last night, and Sean was the name of the sub, was his real name. And he hasn't played Call of Duty with the squad in like 2 years. And he had 43 kills on their first hardpoint map.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Holy.
What game modes and all were they playing?
Control, Hardpoint, and SMD they were playing yesterday.
Really? That is awesome.
Those are the
Definitely.
3 modes for competitive play this year.
It definitely takes me like 5 games to get that many kills.
Yeah, getting that. So he was a sub for the COD team, and he got that in his first game. He got
Yeah,
40
his first
kills.
game back in competitive
Wow,
play.
that is awesome.
Our captain, who is Jay Mully, he led the team with 48.
Wow,
Damn.
that is crazy.
I've never seen. Listen, in professional Call of Duty, the record in Hardpoint is 32, and that's by
Wow.
Crimsix. And Crimsix right now, in my opinion, it's debatable. Some people put him number 1, some people put him number 2. It all depends on, who your favorite is, I guess. In my opinion, Crim is the best AR right now, unless his own teammate, who's Matt Damon, also known as Karma, the only 3-time champion in COD. I'm kind of hoping he takes him out of that spot this year, because I think Damon is just the greatest ever.
Give me 1 second. I just want to point out Emma with all the bits. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you for the bits.
You're now
Thank you
number
for the
1.
bits, Emma.
And also, who wants a code for the sweatshirt?
Oh,
If y'all don't get hyped in chat, I'm not giving y'all a code.
Yep. Let's
you mean
go.
the code for 20% off?
Yeah, the code for a whole 20% off.
We are
Off of
giving out.
$80?
Yeah, off $80.
So that's pretty good. That's a
Looks
pretty
like
good code.
Emma's in the lead right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good code.
Yeah, I don't know the math but it's probably a lot.
That's a pretty good code. That's a good
It's like
code.
16.
Yeah, that's like $16 off, and that's
Yeah.
that's good. 20% off. That's good.
That is good.
And
So
isn't
what's-
this the limited shirt, or is there? Because I know that we were talking about there's going to be some merch that we're going to be out for a limited time only.
Yeah, this is for the new sweatshirt.
Yeah, I believe this is limited time.
So better
Is
get up
this
on that, chat.
is it considered a sweatshirt since it doesn't have like a hoodie or whatever?
If it had a hood, it's called a hoodie.
Okay, well, see, I just use them interchangeably.
Come on, Censorious.
Dude, I don't. Hey, and there's only 10 available of these codes, so if people don't use them now, then that's it. They're gone. I mean, then they have to pay full 80. So what's so you just gonna give the code out?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was hoping more people would come. Looks like Emma's in the lead for hypeness.
Yeah, Emma's probably in the lead for the 25 bits and all the stuff in the chat.
Actually, it's 75 bits.
Oh, 75 bits.
Yep, 2
Oh, I thought it
25s
was-
and then a bunch of ones.
Oh, that is awesome. Emma is the GOAT, I swear. She was in my stream yesterday and she was being the GOAT.
All right. Well, I guess I should drop the code.
Yeah, you should.
Y'all are terrible.
Yeah, let's
That's
drop
not
the
just
code. Let's just drop the code anyways.
I just typed the code in chat.
That's it. Just the code. You didn't say use code. That's the code right there.
We already said it. They have.
Yeah, that's true.
I shouldn't have even said that was a code.
Yeah,
should've
you should
let them
just.
guess.
You should just
Yeah.
left it in there.
But then
Let us know.
Colton coming in ruining it.
Yeah. So then there's only 10 of those codes can be used.
Yeah, only 10 of them.
Yeah,
So
dang.
better get it while it's hot.
First come first.
Also,
when
if you
They
use
don't
code
understand when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Yo, better go ahead and get the merch. Ain't that much. It's very limited.
Yeah. Oh, there's only one code. There's 10 sweatshirts available.
Oh, well, yeah, I was thinking there's that one code.
No.
Oh,
You-
so
you
the
had me confused.
sweatshirts are limited. Yeah, I probably should have made that a little bit more easy to know. Sorry.
And also, just so y'all know, I'm playing Spider-Man, so it might cut to that every now and again.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, y'all can continue whatever you're talking about.
Is Volt on the COD team?
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
Yes,
Why'd
he
you cut?
is.
He is. Oh, he was just typing in chat. He said he was hella proud of my boys for their progress last night. Could not ask for better teammates.
I agree. Vote. They were smashing.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
love
what
it.
you were telling me, Darth, 40 kills and one game, that's crazy.
We had two of them. It was just all right. It's one thing to have one person outslaying the whole other team with 48 kills. But then when he was going down and showing everybody else, the lowest amount of kills we had was 23. And he was 23, 22, and 23 and 22. And
Wow.
then Jay Mully was 48 and like 13. Sean was 23 and I think 17. 43 and 17. It was,
Wow, that's crazy.
on the map that they were doing it on too is my favorite map. So it was like,
Which
just
map
even
was it?
better. The I don't know the name of it, but it's the one with the firing range that has
Is it
the
firing
trailer
range?
with the firing range.
Yeah, is it firing range?
Is it called firing range? Yeah,
I'm
it is.
90% sure it's called firing range.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
bad with
firing
names. I am bad with names. Like I'll forget people's names, but I will never forget the map layout. I will never forget your face. Like once I see your face in real life, it's stamped in my head till I die.
The one with the firing range.
Yes.
I think the whole thing
That's
is
like-
called firing range. So they were
But
doing
man,
that. So were they doing that? Were they online? Or were they playing against each other? What exactly was going on?
no, they were playing game battles for pro points yesterday.
Oh, gotcha.
So we got to
Wow.
get enough pro points to qualify for Columbus if we don't make it to Vegas. So we're doing our
Oh.
best to get as many pro points as we can. And we got the next 2K that comes up this month. I believe it's on the 5th. The registration ends on the 15th. So I just
Cool.
want to double check and making sure I just sent the information to the team today so that we can go ahead and get everything registered and get us in that 2K. It's 500 pro points for first place,
Yeah.
which
Is that a lot?
awesome. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean,
How many pro points
most
you need
of
to
them
get?
are around that area.
Declan?
They haven't given us an exact amount. What they're doing with Vegas right now is I know they're using last year's pro points for the pro teams and seeding them into Vegas. When it comes to Columbus, it's going to be based on their seeding in the Vegas tournament. For those who weren't in Vegas and have, they're going to go by X amount of pro points, then we qualify to just go in for the open bracket. So we don't actually have a place. You'll do the open bracket, and then if you win the open bracket, then you'll be placed into the winners bracket for the championship in Ohio, Columbus.
Wow.
Oh, well, we'll be
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's all I'm looking forward into doing right now is to get as many pro points as we can, play as many game battles as we can, and get us pushing forward. To at least be able to qualify for Ohio if we don't make it to Vegas. Because I'm still looking for a team pass. Somebody still has one.
Oh,
That's great. I'm glad to hear y'all are doing well.
yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Now we just need our other teams to start doing that well.
Yeah.
they're gonna start soon. We got almost a full fortnight.
Really?
Almost. Yes. I had a couple guys were trying out earlier today, and our manager in Fortnite really liked them.
Oh, well, good. That's good.
Yep. So they're all they're gonna start playing together and growing and getting some chemistry. We'll see where it goes from there.
Oh, that's good. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, like I said, I guess we had a pretty busy week. I mean,
Yeah.
logo, merch, new streamers, new
Yeah.
teams.
Me and Navy getting a bunch of jobs.
Oh my gosh, you've been trying to kill me all week.
Me? I'm the one that's being killed.
I ain't seen you around so much. You've been sleeping.
Yeah, I do my stuff in the shadows.
You one of them guys.
Yeah, new promotions are pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, what is it that they tell Spider-Man all the time? Mr. Spider-Man. You should know.
With
He
great
played a
power
game like
comes great
50 million
responsibility.
Oh yeah.
He actually
He
never
could
says that in this game.
Do anything is
Well, doesn't he not say that because Uncle Ben already died, right?
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Ben never said it. That's how Spider-Man goes. Uncle Ben never said that, and this is more comic oriented, so I guess they maybe went with that.
No, he does actually say it in the comic book.
He does after everybody makes it a big deal and gets it wrong.
Yeah. Because it's not even in the first issue. Like oh my gosh. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit story real quick.
All right.
I was a comic book collector until I was 18 years old. I had, hordes of comic books, like thousands of comic books. Kind of a sad story in a way. So my aunt passes away, and her daughter, my oldest female cousin, is cleaning the house and runs into our comic books and shit.
Oh,
So
no.
she takes them and throws them in the trash while me and my cousin are in school.
That's messed up.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna run down a quick list of what we had. Number 1, Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Number 1,
wow.
Spider-Man. Number 1, Wolverine. Number 1, X-Men. The first 4 Ghost Rider comic books that ever came out. I had the cards from the 1992, 1993 X-Men collector's set, like the collector's choice cards that the people who make baseball made X-Men cards. Had the whole set.
Wow.
Aren't those worth like more than all of us?
5
Yeah.
years ago, a guy here in Tucson, Arizona, who owned a comic book store, had a number 1 Spider-Man nailed up on his wall. Sold it for $1 million.
Oh my God.
See, that cousin, she wouldn't be living anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be
Do
my
you
cousin?
still talk?
Yeah, I still talk to her.
I wouldn't.
That's awful.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She knows that she threw away at least $1.5 million worth of comic books. Because number
That
1
is
Fantastic
crazy.
Four right now, I think is worth $575,000.
Wow. That is crazy.
Absolutely would not talk to that person anymore.
Yeah, that's a cut from my life. They are cut. That's it.
I've really been wanting to get into comics, but I don't really want to read the old ones because I don't like the art style. But
I
at
can't
the
do
same
it.
time, I do want to read the old ones because
I can't do it. It's just too much now.
I get really big into comics. I watch every one of the movies that come out.
I've watched.
Movies. Movies are good.
Me too. I've watched, all the movies and everything, but sometimes when I'm going through Barnes and Noble and you hit that anime section and then right behind you is the comic book section, it's just like, man, that's too much. You got like first generation Marvel comics, whereas the original X-Men, and then you go forward, and then you have second generation X-Men, which is, a playoff of the first. It's just a continuous story. But then when you get to this modern era, it's like a whole different revamp of Marvel comics. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get into a whole, it's not even like a generation. It's just a whole different group of people altogether.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what happened in the I forgot what war it was. There was a war in the comics and it reset everything.
It was the Avengers first. It started off first with the Civil War. And that's why I kind of don't like, I hope in the movie they go and do the Civil War, because in the comic it was first the Infinity War, and then it was the Civil War.
Well, they
And
already
the Civil
did the
War-
Civil War.
They already
Yeah,
made the
the
Civil War, though.
Exactly. So they did the Civil War, but they did the Infinity War after they did the Civil War, which was kind of, I don't know. They're going different than the comic books in the movie as well.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Yeah.
Captain America was supposed to die in Civil War.
And
Yes,
Civil
it
War?
was.
Yeah.
Yes, in the comic book, Captain America dies, and then the whole war ends. It stops. There's no more war.
Right.
Tony Stark is done. He's like, he lost his best friend ever. Like, he says it in the comic book, I've never had a friend, but I called Steve Rogers my friend. Like
Yeah.
that was the final line before he walks away from the casket.
Wow.
And so the Civil War basically ends after that, and the only two factions left are the Avengers and the X-Men. But what happens basically right after is the Phoenix comes back as 5 separate entities. And that's what they're doing. They're redoing with X-Men. The next X-Men movie is the Dark Phoenix saga,
Yeah.
which is what is rumored to be a trilogy, which I'm hoping it is. Oh, I'd be so freaking happy if it is.
Well, isn't isn't there a lot of talks how like Disney's getting all their stuff back or whatever?
Disney already got all their stuff.
They already got the contracts back like about a month ago. So they have the rights to X-Men.
Is it like official or is it like
official?
Yeah,
It's been official for a month. And so this is the last X-Men movies reportedly on 20th Century Fox, which is going to be, of course, Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
They were slated to do 3 movies. Whether Disney picks up the other 2 movies and moves forward with that, we don't know. Because as of right now, with the movie scene, they're basically just going to work on Avengers and trying to incorporate X-Men into the Avengers side.
That would be super cool.
So there's a rumor that at the end of the movie, you know how they do the credits and then they do that one scene?
Yeah.
That one scene is supposed to be an X-Men scene. It's not supposed to be an Avengers scene.
That would be dope.
Yeah, because oh man, I'm thinking like we see Professor Xavier and Magneto talking to each other and he senses something, or something along those lines. So it has to be where you see, because you can't show Wolverine or Cyclops. You have to show Professor X. He is the X-Men. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So, but I'm just super excited, and we have a whole year to wait because it's 2019.
I know we still have to wait for a while.
I just want the next Spider-Man movie.
Well, there's that new one coming out.
Yep, Far From Home.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for it as much as I would be.
Because it's different. It's more of a Spideyverse movie and not a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Nope. No, you're talking about 2 different movies.
Which one? You're talking about the animated one, right?
No. I'm excited for that one a lot. I'm not excited for the actual Marvel one because he's going to be using a crappy suit. The Iron Spider suit is trash. Everybody knows it, and whoever disagrees is terrible.
I just don't like it.
You haven't seen everything that the Spidey suit can do yet.
I know what it can do, but I also know that it was built by Tony Stark to spy and try to recreate Spider-Man's Spidey sense.
But Iron Man is awesome. Invented it, I would wear it.
I don't like Iron Man. Sorry.
I didn't like his suit in Infinity War. I like the older suit.
The only reason I don't like Iron Man is because of the fact that whether he's in the suit or out of the suit, he is one of the most irritating, cockiest people I have ever met. Like, he's annoying.
But that's the character.
That's funny. That's the funniest part about him.
I understand the character about him, but the character about him is the reason why all of this happened.
Well, that's true. That part is
Remember,
true.
he saw the vision in the very first movie of what would happen if he continued to pursue his course of action. And rather than heeding the warning and seeing everybody dead, he continued to do it and created Ultron. In creating Ultron, it made Vision. In making Vision, you allowed Thanos into Earth because the Tesseract was no longer on planet Earth.
Yeah.
The only reason Thanos comes to Earth is because of the Vision.
Yeah, that's true.
If Vision's not on Earth, Earth has nothing to do with the Infinity Stones whatsoever.
Wow.
You could say that, not specifically that scenario, but you could say for most superheroes, the reason that everything is bad and they need superheroes is because the superheroes showed up in the first place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's the Batman conundrum. That's what they tell Batman. Like if there was no Batman, then there wouldn't be a Joker. If there wasn't no Joker, then there wouldn't be anybody else. But you always have to remember these people always exist. They just never showed their true face until there was someone there to oppose greater than the police.
Right.
And think about it. Like before Joker was Joker, he was still a psychopathic serial killer. Right? He just became more of himself because Batman was more of a challenge than everyday people.
Because he finally gained
Yeah. So you can say because of Batman, the Joker became more outlandish in what he did. So he made the Joker a little bit more brave, but at the same time, because of Batman, the Joker's always stopped. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if I made this person. I'm the only one who can always stop him. It's like, what are you? I mean, it's in a way I see it like you could blame Batman all you want, but without him, all of y'all would be dead.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Because before he was created, the mob ran the entire city. So it was still monsters and goons. They just didn't have masks and colorful faces. And you know what I mean? They were just walking in everyday suits.
Yeah, they just they became the name of the Joker and the brand of the Joker pretty much. I get what you're saying.
Because, I mean, even when you look at the Batman lore and you continue to Batman Beyond, the Joker's dead and gone, but the crew still exists. They have a whole crew called the Jokers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have the twins that play Harley Quinn that are her daughters. So it's it still continues on. It's just the name will always go on.
Yeah, so it's more of there's still the bad people out there, but then they become the name, and then they become the villain, and I get that.
And that's how they become that villain, because you gave them a name now. So now they're somebody. The whole world knows who they are. So it's synonymous, But with Tony Stark, you can play him as a villain if you wanted to as well, because he has that tendency. He's psychotic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is full of himself and he feels that he can do anything. And even though he in his twisted mind thinks that it's positive, it never comes out that way. And and the person that he wants to listen to the most, he never does. You know what I mean? In the movie, which is Potts. And that's why she winds up leaving him. Because he almost destroyed the whole world by himself.
Yeah.
So what kind of a superhero is he? You know what I mean? But that's the same thing with Batman.
Yeah, Batman has a lot more depth to him, I think. Just because of how emotional he is over everything and how he wants to prevent what happened to him to other people is kind of the best way I can put it.
You see, with Batman, it's just, to me, I make it simple. He enjoys what he does. He just really doesn't believe in killing people.
Yeah, I
you know what I mean? That's when you look at Superman, you look at why Bruce Wayne calls him the Boy Scout all the time, because he always wants to do everything right.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was always instilled by his dad, the ghost of his dad, to fit in. To always fit in. So fitting in is to be Mr. Nice Guy, never do nothing wrong, never break the law, never put yourself in the eye of the crowd.
And that's why Batman's so awesome, because sometimes doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing.
I mean, that all depends, because I mean, if you look at the way Superman does things, it's like the law. It takes longer. If everybody was a vigilante, I mean, justice may or may not be served, because you act emotionally. You know what I mean? And if you act emotionally, you take out those emotions on the wrong people.
And you go too far.
Well, there's a certain amount of truth behind that. But at the same time, while Batman is a vigilante, that word in itself carries a negative stigma, that Batman is never shown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure. I know he is a vigilante, and many times he's been referred to as one. But I'm not personally sure that that's a good word to use to describe him.
And it's not, because if you really look at Batman, like I said, the only person he's never really killed anybody. He's killed the Joker, and that was it. But the reason he did that is because he never thought the Joker was actually going to kill Robin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've played these games for so many years and never killed anybody amongst themselves. Not crew members, nobody. There was always like beatdowns and people got arrested, but none of them has ever taken a life. So when he took, Robin from him, you took another person of his family. So,
Oh, definitely.
you know what I mean? It's like I lost my mom and dad, and now I'm losing my kind of son, brother, whatever you want to call that relationship they had, but it made him snap. And he had to stop. He even stopped being Batman for a minute because of that.
Yeah, and when you're talking about Robin, you mean Jason, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody, if there's 4 different Robins. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, there's like, who's the current Robin? Is it his son or something like that?
Damian, yeah, Damian.
Isn't he like some jerk the whole time though? Like I heard he was just annoying and.
Well, he assumes because he's Batman's son, he's automatically heir to Batman, and then because he's the daughter of Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and that's his mom. Like he's pompous. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So he doesn't want to ever listen to Nightwing, and then when Batman tells him something, he like, no, I can do it my way, and then ends up messing everything up. And he, like, the first time he puts on the Robin suit, he's like, oh, I'm going to be the greatest Robin ever. And Nightwing looks at him, Dick Grayson looks at him and was like, if that would ever happen. And like walks away.
Yeah, and because he was trained by Talia al Ghul, right?
Yeah, his mom.
Yeah, so since he was trained by her, doesn't he like kill people a lot, or at least tries to? Or
yeah, he tries. He always takes it overboard and like beats the life out of them, and Bruce always gets mad and literally punishes him for real.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's just, I find it comical, but then it's like that's his real son. So what else is he supposed to do?
Yeah, I understand. I watched the animated movie like on it that came out a couple years. It was like Son of Batman or Batman and Robin or something like that. Not the live action Batman and Robin movie, but he was just entitled to himself, and he was trying to just kill everybody and things. And you saw how Batman and how he dealt with that and said like that is not okay because you've never been on the other side of that. And Batman has himself, so I think it's a good thing that he doesn't go out there and kill people.
Yeah,
I wanna bring up a different point real quick. I think it'd be better if superheroes killed people.
What?
There's no way.
Nope. Listen.
No,
Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look back. Green Arrow, season 1. He killed everybody, and a lot less happened. Now he doesn't kill anybody except Damien Dark, but we don't talk about that.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go and I watch Arrow on TV, so the show is so completely different than any other Arrow ever.
Yes,
like,
but no matter what, he always killed people, and that's what superheroes need to do.
He did not kill people in the comic book. He severely wounded people. I don't think there was ever. No, there was, because he does kill Damien Dark in the comic book.
Hey, time out for 1 second. Thanks for the sub, Collusion. Thanks for all the chat, all you guys in chat. Emma, Domo, Collusion. Hope you guys are having a great night. Thanks for tuning.
Thank you, Collusion, for the sub.
Yes, thank you, Collusion. And thanks for letting me sleep earlier.
Welcome.
No, superheroes should not kill. That's not how it should be.
Not at all.
I think they should.
That's what makes them different.
Now listen. Exactly.
That's
makes
what
them
makes
different.
them different from the villain. That's what makes them not the same as them.
Think Think how much easier Batman's life would have been if he just like killed the Joker immediately as soon as he saw him.
Okay, so
Done
alright,
with.
let's
Then
say-
another one would have came, or a bunch of people revolting would have came, or his whole
No,
crew
because
would have
they'd be
came. It wouldn't
scared
have been that
more.
easy.
Who's scared of a guy that'll just send you to jail and then you can just, get your lawyers to come and get you out nice and easy?
It's not even
You see what
lawyers;
that
they
was-
just break
but
out.
Listen,
Sometimes
that's the
it's
whole
lawyers.
point. The whole point. All right. So when you look at war altogether, war is just a game. It's just a game that two factions play against each other to win the prize, which is land, property, whatever. Right.
Yeah, it's called Call of Duty.
Now,
He's got a point.
I like my joke.
I mean, he does have a point, but it's
But
not the best point.
but what I'm saying is all right. So if superheroes and villains were on the same playing field and they were mentally and emotionally on the same playing field, where it's like, I kill you or you kill me and that's it. What happens if the superhero dies and there's
Yeah.
10,000 villains around? You know what I mean? So if the superhero is going around killing people, the villain is always going to want to kill the superhero. And I mean, like, all right, so yeah, the Joker does try to kill Batman, but Batman is just smart. Super technology. He has all this money. He's just smart with everything he's been through,
Right.
But if you look at Superman, they literally tried millions of times to kill this dude. I mean, Lex Luthor has tried everything under the sun, Mars, other solar systems, universes to try to kill Superman and has always failed, right? How many
Yeah.
times have Superman had the chance to kill Lex? Like, come on. Let's really look at it. How many times? Always,
There's-
right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Superman.
Dude,
I'm
listen.
assuming a lot.
He's an alien. This guy can shoot beams through anything. His breath can freeze you or blow you across the world. He'll punch you and you're dead. Dead. If he flicks you, he can knock you out just by like taking his hair and throwing it at you.
Yeah.
So if he went around killing people, the whole entire world will ostracize him and want him dead, which
Mhm.
defeats the purpose of him being sent to planet Earth to begin with.
Yeah.
And you think about it, if there is no Superman, Darkseid takes over. Who's there to kill and destroy Doomsday? There's never a Justice League to form. You know what I mean? Batman
Yeah.
dies because there's no Superman to save him, and there's no Superman. If there's no Batman to save Superman, Superman to save Batman, there's no Batman to save Superman later. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, yeah, kill each other. Go ahead. But then that's it. It's a one-stop shop.
That's a good point. That is a really good point.
I still
Yeah.
think it's a great idea for superheroes to start killing supervillains. It'd solve a lot more problems, I think. And yeah, you get that, but like, if Lex Luthor didn't exist, only Batman could really kill Superman. I mean, of his enemies on Earth.
Yeah, probably.
No, not really.
'Cause- Well,
Not
doesn't-
really.
doesn't
Not really.
Batman have a thing against or a thing where it's like every weakness against every Justice League member or something like that?
Yeah.
He knows.
He
He
has a
knows
file
everything.
on everyone, and he has a weakness, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional. He has a weakness for every member of the Justice League, just in case.
Yeah.
And it came in
Gotcha.
handy.
And I mean, we all know it's kryptonite for Superman. And I guess he just has like a big vault or something of that.
Yeah. Or you could
Yeah.
just send him under a pink sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to go to another universe for that.
I don't think another universe. I think just another planet. Do y'all know what the pink sun
it's a whole
does?
other universe. It's a
Oh.
whole other universe, isn't it? It's like Universe 8 or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh.
I just know the pink sun turns him gay.
Oh.
And yes, that's a thing. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, it's a whole other universe in his Superman lore.
Yeah, there's a.
So what
bunch of-
playthrough are you playing on Spider-Man right now, Trick?
This is playthrough number. I don't even fucking remember. I'm sorry for my language. It's probably playthrough 3, I think, and it's not Black Cat DLC. It's just I'm 100%ing it again.
Oh, gotcha.
Again.
Again for the
This is
fifth
what-
time.
This is what I do in my spare time.
Just get 100% in this game real quick. Take like 6-7 hours. It's okay.
Oh, I wish I could do that. That's hard.
You got 10 hours free. Let me just 100% this game again.
I got 10 hours free, and after 10 hours free, and after that, I think I might sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Hey,
That's crazy.
if we make this podcast go 2 hours, I can most likely platinum. Or not platinum, 100%. I already have the platinum.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Whatever.
That's not a problem.
Oh, we just got a new sub. Volt.
Thank you, Volt.
Volt.
Ooh, we
See,
got
just
we got
thank
2
you
new
for the
subs
sub.
today. 2 new subs and 75 bits. Thank y'all. It definitely means a lot. I guess that means we're doing something right.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably because I'm here or something, but
Yeah, who brought you in here?
He's only with us because he's Squish's friend.
I don't even know him like that. I know him, but I don't know him in real life.
See,
I don't live
now
in
that we
Vancouver.
said
How'd
that,
you-
he's forsaking Squish.
What?
Well, how'd you meet Squish? Tell us that. How do you know?
Okay, so I want to say this was like 4 years ago, right? It was like 2014, something like that. And I was scrolling through Twitch, and I used to like to watch smaller streamers because they talk to you a lot more than bigger streamers. So I was scrolling down, and I saw that he was streaming, and he was streaming Minecraft, and he was on like one of the big servers or something like that.
Nerd.
And it was funny because
Right.
as soon as I get into his stream, somebody had asked for mod. Someone who was like, "Hey, can I get mod?" And so the first thing that I ever chat to this guy was, "Hey, can I get mod too?" And he gave it to me. He just gave mod
Nice.
to me in his stream. Like, that's the first thing I'd ever said to him. Okay, I mean, I was 12 years old at the time. I was saying, "Hey, maybe we'll see if this guy is gullible," and he was at the time. He was very gullible. I mean, I'm being honest, he was, and he just gave it to me. I was like, "Okay, cool."
Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, Whiskey. Appreciate the
Thank
new
you,
follow.
Whiskey. So we started playing more and more together. We like contacted each other. We started playing on Skype and stuff.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, it was adorable. We were we used to play. He had his old Minecraft server, and me and him used to just work on that a lot and play it all the time. And he would always have me test stuff. I actually have old DMs from him on Twitter of
You
him
should read
saying,
some of those.
"Hey, can you help me with the server?" I don't think I can.
You definitely can.
I
I'm giving you
would.
permission.
Yeah, you see, somebody above you kind of has more permission or has more of a say than you do.
Well, guess who's here? Not them.
I mean, I
Oh,
could.
wow.
I mean, they're not really anything fun. I mean, they're not really interesting at all. It's just like, "Hey, can you beta test the server?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then there's some error or something, and I remember it was about a month or two ago whenever SRM Gaming started up, like
It was 2
started
months.
out 2 months ago.
It's
Yeah,
been- yeah, 2
I
months.
I'd messaged him and I was just saying, I'm happy to see him doing what he's doing, and it's just he really has come a long way. I mean,
I'm proud of Little Squishy.
he's really come a long way, and I'm really super proud of him. I've known him for a while. He's always been a really good person, and he's always been very professional and made smart choices about what he wants to do. But he really has. I mean, he has come from a lot.
He seems like a really nice dude. I'm
Yeah,
still stuck on the fact that you guys were playing Minecraft.
It was 4 years ago.
Listen,
It was
That's
4
okay.
years ago,
No,
okay?
I
It was
get it.
4
Okay.
years ago, okay?
It was 4
But
years
you-
ago, and they were young kids.
Yeah. Okay, so cut us some
Exactly.
slack. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, we just basically met through Twitch, and then he just gave me mod after I said, "Hey, can I have mod?" before saying anything else, and we kind of just kicked it off. And I think he's kind of, I don't know if it's because it's me or if he's super gullible, but I think he bought me CS:GO also, like just for some reason.
Oh, don't worry, he's super gullible. Look at my
Yeah.
position.
He bought like
How do you think I got
CEO or not CEO. He bought like CS:GO and Gary's mod for me. Which I mean, they're not $60 games, they're like $10, $15, but that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and that meant a lot to me. That was fun.
I was just making a joke, Colton. Jeez, I gotta take it so seriously.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's adorable how y'all met.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was
Maybe.
fun. And it was funny because the other day when I was like playing Call of Duty or whatever, and I had gotten this really cool clip, and I just tweeted it out just for kicks, right? And then the Twitter, this is before I had even joined, and SRM Gaming, the Twitter, retweeted it. And I messaged him, I said, "Thanks for the retweet." And he was like, "Do you want to join?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not? Just let me join real quick." And he was like, "Okay." And then now I'm on the podcast.
It's kind of how it works here.
Yeah.
Well, we are glad to have you on the team, man.
Thank you, man. It's a lot of fun. I like it. It's fun. I mean, me and him used to both stream all the time, and we just being back and streaming again.
Oh, so you
Brings
lied
back-
about that being your first ever stream?
So, no, he's our
No,
first
it's my
ever
first stream.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, his last stream that I was in.
I did
He
not say that was
said-
my first ever stream.
Oh, I was told it was your first stream.
No, that was my first stream in over 2 years,
Oh,
maybe 3 years. But me and him used to stream together. He always got more views than I did. I remember that. I got like none, and he got like 7, and I was like, "Wow, he's just cooler than me." But yeah, it was fun. It was fun just to be back and kind of doing what we both used to do. Just him at a very higher and more professional level. It's cool.
So when you go to stream now, what games do you like to play?
Well, I go ahead now. I've been streaming Black Ops 4 a lot. I wanted to stream Spider-Man, but I actually just got finished 100%ing it, and I don't want to do that again.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. I'm not going to
What are
100%
you
it again.
talking about?
I'm not 100%ing it again. I will play through the new game plus though, because I made sure whenever I was playing it through originally, I got the suit where he was like in his underwear or something.
Yeah.
And now there's like nothing to even do it for. So new game plus, I want to use that a lot and just play through it.
See,
Some
I
more.
have every single suit.
Yeah,
I only
same.
use the original. I don't like how any of the others look because they transfer into cutscenes, which I really don't like because
It's cool.
I don't know. And also, they look super low res in cutscenes.
I used the one I think it was the Scarlet spider suit. That suit is really cool. That's probably my favorite spider suit in the game.
The,
I like
Six
that one.
spider suit.
Let's see.
It's
Hold
the one where it's like
It's like a hoodie,
blue.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it's like a hoodie.
Oh,
It's
this
like
one.
blue in the middle and red, like
Yeah.
and the sleeve, that sort of thing. It's really cool. I like that one.
My favorite, other than the original, is either the big time stealth suit or the Spider-Man 2099.
I have not played that game in a while, so I cannot even think about which ones those are. The 2099
Whoa.
one, is that the white one?
If you look on the stream right
No.
now, you can see it.
Oh, I'm actually looking at it right now. I just don't see it. Is that the white one though?
Yeah, it's the white one.
I also like the stealth one. Though no, it's not the stealth. I think it's like Skull Spider or something like that. But the one
Oh, Ghost Rider?
Yeah, Ghost Rider. I think that is so cool. That is so funny. I think it's hilarious. I think that's awesome.
I want to make a new game just so I can see what that looks like in a cutscene.
You need to do that. Like I used that during my first playthrough for like the last couple cutscenes that you could use it for, and it was really cool. It was awesome. It was a really good cutscene.
That's just so weird because it's definitely not a suit. He's definitely dead.
Yeah, it's just like really.
Ooh, thank you for the sub.
It's funny. Oh, we got another sub. Dr. Flip. Thank you for the sub.
I can't believe nobody likes the Doc Ock Spider-Man suit.
What? Oh, I love that suit, but I only use that when you're forced to, because if I use it all the time, then it ruins, the reveal of it.
Yeah. I like the suit, what's it called? The suit mechanic or suit upgrade or whatever it's called, or the suit ability.
Yeah, the powers.
That's the one where you can replenish your stuff, right?
Yeah, resupply.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
That's what I use.
That was really useful. That was really useful, especially for when you're fighting the house things. I don't remember, or like the bases. Yeah, that was really useful for them.
Yeah, if they did something really smart, letting you use whatever suit you wanted with every power. Because if they locked it per suit, that'd be terrible. Because the suit I like has a terrible, terrible power.
Yeah, I'm happy they let you do that because that's really, really good. I mean,
I'm so happy there's somebody on this podcast that I could talk about Spider-Man with.
I just haven't played the game. Doesn't mean you can't
well, we know who's not coming back on the podcast.
I meant the game.
Yeah, you're not coming back.
No, you will be on this podcast every week. I'll make sure of it. I hope it got quiet. We can't let it be quiet.
You guys stop talking.
The game,
I gotta know.
When I was first playing the game, it was really weird because I used to play, the Arkham games.
Yeah.
And the I want to say it was like the dodge or the counter is different.
Yep.
On those, I think Spider-Man is circle.
Yeah.
And then the Arkham games is triangle. So I like halfway through the game, I was hitting triangle and I did not get to it.
Yeah.
And also, nobody really pays attention during the tutorials, or at least I didn't. So I didn't remember how to pull up like your web shooter's slot. So I played 3/4 of the game without shooting any of the webs other than the single web shooter.
Jeez.
Like, because I thought it was the D-pad. So I kept hitting the D-pad and it wasn't working. And I was like, why is this not working? And I was like, whatever, man. I'll just deal with it. So I did. And then once I play through New Game Plus again, I'm going to do that. I'm going to definitely make sure I use the web things because I think I maxed most of them out.
Yeah.
As I was getting the platinum for it.
Yeah. With the Arkham thing, I started playing Spider-Man like after doing a full playthrough of Arkham streaming.
Really?
It was tough.
Which one? Okay, everybody asks.
Night.
Everybody asks which one is better. Are the Arkham games better, or is Spider-Man better?
Well, ask yourself this question: what game have I 100%ed 4 times? I can guarantee it's not Arkham.
We got a question in chat saying which games are you all looking forward to coming next, and why those specific?
Spider-Man 2.
The next Spider-Man game. I don't even know what games are coming out. Like honestly,
that's an easy question for me and TrX because we've talked about this like 3 times in 3 different podcasts.
Yeah,
and that's Anthem.
What games are coming out?
Anthem, and that's pretty much it.
Anthem? Okay, Anthem. I don't know what that is, but I'm looking for favorite game. I'm super excited for it.
You don't know about Anthem?
No, I may have heard of it, but I just don't know.
Because
That's
I
the
got
name of it.
speechless. You know how I am, Tricks. Like I get speechless, so it gave me. I had to.
You know.
So Anthem is pretty much
But-
the successor to Mass Effect, but with a Destiny-ish
Oh.
playability.
Oh.
And it's
When is
gonna
that coming
be
out?
February.
Oh, I'm looking it up right now.
My
Yeah,
man.
Wait, that's not right. That's
But-
a
I was
healthcare.
like, they're not trying to get that out before Christmas.
No,
No, I see it right
No.
now, February 22nd.
It's an MMO game.
It's an It's it's pretty much. I think calling it Mass Effect, but kind of Destiny, is a pretty good description.
Yeah, it is. Because I mean, you have like the alienish, whatever that they're going to be fighting that constantly mutates and evolves throughout the game. And then you have 4 people in spacesuits with different abilities that you're going to be, like. So I can get it when you say that, but it's like it's kind of hard to explain the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we also don't really know much about it as of now.
So on E3, this is what they said about it about the game that I recall from E3 is it's going to be an open world game that constantly evolves.
Yeah.
Your enemies will constantly mutate. So you'll fight monsters and then they'll get bigger, they'll get harder to destroy, and it's a co-op game.
Mm-hmm.
So you can play with 4 people at one time. At any time of your gameplay, anybody can join you. Any one of your friends can join you and play. You don't have to restart. You don't have to log out of a lobby or anything like that. They can just join your gameplay right then and there, and they like materialize right in front of you and join your game.
Wow.
And they were showing it as they were talking about it. Like they were showing everything that they were talking about. And every person has different abilities, and they're like these exosuits that they have.
That is cool.
And it's like it was like there's not many of humans left on the planet that you're living on.
So
Yeah.
it's before or after the Mass Effect games, or is it not tied into that at all?
I don't think it's tied to it in any way. They
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
give much
it's not.
explanation of it.
Oh,
Like,
well,
they
you had
just
said that, or Trix had said that, so I didn't know if
Well,
it was like a
No, I'm saying it's a
prequel. Then-
Mass Effect game.
type game. Gotcha.
Yeah.
because they're
I
not
didn't know if it
making
was like a prequel or sequel or whatever.
no. It's like they said that they were basing the game engine on that kind of game style, but then they wanted to bring a Destiny feel into the game.
Right.
So like when you watch the clips and the trailers of it, you'll see what we're talking about and what they mean by it. Like you
Mhm.
have to literally see the gameplay to basically get an understanding of what this open world, like, because when you hear open world, you just think of like, oh, Grand Theft Auto or Skyrim Online or something like that. But this looks like it's going to be a different kind of open world game,
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
from what they said is they got tons and tons of content for this game.
Yeah, they say that they have about 10 to 15 years worth of content already planned out.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't think so. 10
I
or
think they-
15 years.
I think they do. Because, I mean, Destiny had content for like 2 or 3 years.
But 10 or 15?
It all depends on how you
Years.
spread out that DLC content and how long.
Yeah.
Think about how when Navy would understand this because we're about the same age. When I used to play video games when I was younger, you would have to play video games for 4 hours in one sitting in order to beat the game at one time. If not, you would have to start all over from the beginning every single
Right.
time.
Or
So you
just
would
leave it
literally-
on, turn the TV off, and go to school and come home and experience it.
And hope your system still works.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
too.
like back then they would burn out. We're talking Nintendos and Super Nintendos,
Yeah.
and
Nintendo
so you would
64 was
master your game.
I used to play Super Nintendo all the time.
So you understand, like not every game you could save. Some games you just
Yeah.
have to
I
start
used
all
to
over.
play, at my church, we had a SNES, and we played the it was Super Mario World, I think. And I mean, you couldn't really save it at all. I mean, and so whatever you could play whenever you got there is kind of what you had to deal with.
Yeah. So like imagine now they can elongate everything. DLC, they can have a DLC content be 86 hours of gameplay,
Yeah.
30 days of gameplay. You know what I mean? And being that it's an open world continuous story that's evolving, I mean, you basically have an uncharted map of gaming right now that they can use and fill and create their own genre, kind of the same way Resident Evil did when it came out. There was no game like that, you know. And that's how I feel about Anthem. It's got a lot of possibilities. So to think 10, 15 years of content, I mean, that's not unrealistic to me. That's a big possibility, you know. Just you got to be open-minded. You got to be thinking it the way that they are, you know.
Yeah, but 10 to 15 years. I mean, 6 years. The new console.
But let's think about this. Think about this. Nintendo has Mario, and Mario's been around since 1981.
Yeah.
It's now 2018.
Mm-hmm.
That's decades. The only thing that's ever changed is the game. The character has never changed.
Yeah, if they did something like that where the game changed, characters are the same, then yeah, that's totally reasonable. But if it's stuff for this one game, I don't think so.
I kind of see the because like you take No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And how everybody
we don't talk about that game.
Why? Because it was a wash. It was like the worst game that has ever been created.
Yeah, it was
you know what I mean?
Good.
But think about the fact that No Man's Sky could have been ever created had they filled in space and made more of what they had.
Right.
You know what I mean? They to me it felt like that with this Anthem game, being that it's something that hasn't been done, unprecedented, uncharted waters in this kind of game style, you basically have the reins. You have control of what people can and will or will not like. You have the ability to change anything now in the middle of your production. You can just put in a download or an update that puts something in the game that appeases your audience. The only thing that I see in what you're saying, and why it may not last 10 to 15 years, is because the new consoles that may be coming out within the next 5
that's
to
what
10
I think.
years.
I mean, in 4 or 5 years, I think if they bring Anthem 2 or the second one to the next consoles or whatever, then I definitely think so.
So I just read something that kind of ruins it. So when they say that they have 10 years of content, it's gonna be like, so Destiny when it first came out had a 10-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it stuck to that 10-year plan, but not in the way that we're talking about. Destiny 2 was part of the 10-year plan. So what they're going to try and do is Anthem is not going to be one game. It's going to be 2 or 3 most likely. And they're going to most likely be releasing a DLC every year and then a new game every 2.
Okay.
It didn't work with Destiny that way though, because Destiny took 3 years.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I mean, they're spreading it out through more games and through more.
That's what I'm reading.
That makes a lot more sense.
I don't exactly know how good this website is. It's called Game Rant.
Game Rant?
Yeah, Game Rant. Let me.
I think that may be a credible thing. I'm not really sure.
Well, I'm checking Reddit. That's usually somewhat credible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I don't go through Reddit, I go through GameSpot.
Yeah.
Well, this is useless to me.
But that's what I would probably think that they're saying, is they're spreading it out through multiple games, because one game throughout 10 years, I mean, that's just not... I don't think that would happen. I really just...
Well, I definitely think it's a possibility. Because I mean, think of how many times you like. Excuse me. Monster Hunter World, for an example.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a pretty long plan for that game, and people are still playing that game.
Well,
I mean, it's not that old already, but that's a game that you could play for a long time because literally every time you do something, it's different. This is an open world game.
What all is the game? Where can you play that game on?
Like what
platform?
Every platform.
Every platform.
Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Okay.
Dropping off February 1st, all on the same day.
Yeah, that.
You see, the reason I have faith in the game is because the people who created it.
Yeah, BioWare.
Oh, yeah. I
people.
totally think that they can do it. I just don't think it would all be through the one game. It would be through.
That's what it's starting to look like.
Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I'm thinking it would be. Because it's just through the multiple games that makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Because, I mean, how are you going to do that through one game all the time, if that makes sense? I mean, one game for 10 to 15 years. If it was just a PC game, then I think that would work. But because of the new consoles coming out and everything...
New consoles aren't coming out for a while. I mean,
yeah,
PlayStation is currently developing one, but they haven't even confirmed that it's PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's 5 years away, right? That's 4 or 5 years away. Let's just guess.
Nah, I think it's closer than that.
I would say, okay, maybe 3 or 4.
I don't think it's
coming
closer.
In 2 years. I think it's like 2021, 2022. That's what I think it would be.
No, because that's when Spider-Man.
How long has the PS4 been out? How long?
PS4's been out for a while.
PS4 came out in 2013. I want to say.
I think. No, I'm just gonna look it up.
And that sounds about the same thing because a couple years after the new stuff came out, Xbox 360 and PS3 came up like 10 years old. So that is something that I think about the same time.
So the difference between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 was 4 plus 3 is 7 years. 7 years.
Yeah.
And then PS2 to PS3 was 6 years.
And then 5.
PS1 to PS2 was 6 years.
Yeah, so I think
so by 2020 we should have the next system.
I think a new system for Spider-Man because that means I have to buy it.
I think it would be later than that. Maybe like 2 or 3 more years because they did the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. And since they had that new...
That doesn't mean anything though, because when they dropped the PS1 and they made it smaller, they dropped it. That was 2 months before, I believe, before the PS2 came out. They made the smaller version. Then they dropped the PS2, and everybody was like, oh, why did they drop a PS1, right? And then they dropped the PS2. Like, that didn't make any sense.
But, if you technically are thinking about it, these consoles are... Because, I get what you're saying, because the Xbox 360 had the Xbox 360 Slim, and it was just a smaller one. No. But the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X are the same. They're the same console, but they're totally different... they're different consoles, but they're the same
name
company. They're same, Xbox, or same UI, same all that sort of stuff. So I think that it would be maybe 2 or 3. I think it would be 9 years. From when the PS4 came out, not from now, when the PS4 came out. So let's see, it's been how long?
It's been 5 years.
5 years. So I would say 3 or 4 years.
That's 2023.
3 or 4 years. Maybe not 5. I'm thinking 3 or 4 years. Probably 4, maybe 5.
2023. Oh God.
Just thinking about that.
I think it's sooner than that. And the reason I say that is because if you look at every time they slim a version down and make it better, they drop a new system 2 to 3 years after that. They've always when they made the PS3 and they made the slimmer one with the bigger hard drive and the replaceable hard drive.
Yeah.
How long it took before we got the PS4? It was like 2.5 years?
I don't know the specifics of PlayStation, all that sort of thing.
So if you think about that, they're dropping the PS4 Pro now. In another 3 years, which is going to be in 2021, we should have a new system. And the only reason I'm thinking that is because look at everything in technology, period.
Yeah.
From cell phones to movies to video games and everything, there's going to be a jump from now to 2021 in technology. I can guarantee that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have something to say. The PS5 will not be releasing until at least 2021. However, there is a rumor, a very small rumor, that it will release Christmas 2019.
Because they already have the system. They've already PlayStation itself. Go onto their Facebook. They have already put out videos of designs of what they're thinking for the new controller to be like.
But 2019.
Oh, don't change the controller.
2019. That seems
man, the
way
controller's
too
going to
early.
be so much better.
2019 seems too early. They would have announced that at least.
Please change the controller. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're wrong.
PlayStation.
Oh my god,
is
my hands are too fat for that.
The PS3 controller sucked. That controller was bad. The PlayStation 4 controller is a lot better than PlayStation 3 controller.
The best controller they had was the DualShock 2 controller for the PS2, because that was the one with the bigger grips.
Where do I see the controller for the new thing?
You should be able to just Google it, but I know they put it on Facebook a long time ago.
Oh, Facebook. Okay.
Oh.
And it's on their Facebook.
All right.
It's not like it's on somebody else's spam Facebook. It's theirs.
Huh.
These all look completely different. This one looks like a copy of the Switch. This one has buttons that aren't touching the thing.
On the which Facebook is it? Is it the Sony? Is it the PlayStation? Which one is it?
I have to go through mine.
This is a
Volt said that's not change the controller.
This is a Steam controller with PS5 on it. This is another. Nope. This is a PlayStation Move combined with a PS4 controller.
Wait, where are you finding these things?
Listen.
I'm on Google.
Listen. Go into PlayStation or go into your Facebook and go onto the top and search PlayStation 5, and then it's going to come up with an official trailer to the actual system.
I don't have Facebook.
Oh,
PlayStation
gosh,
5.
you are so slow.
No,
I do have Facebook. I don't know my login information because my mom made it for me when I was like 7.
I see these pictures of the PS5, but all of these are mock-ups. None of these are I see this one where it has these like little blue lights and stuff, and it has it on the controller. But
the controller is from. I think that's HSP Gaming that showed that one.
No, yeah, that's not true because this post was in 2017.
Hey, I put in the Discord a picture of the controller I keep seeing. I'm 90% sure that's not it, but it looks pretty cool.
That's the one I see, like in the pictures.
But
But the pictures that I'm looking at, 2016, 2017.
Yeah, some of those are just far out.
I don't think so.
I know that's not the controller, but that's what I keep seeing.
That looks cool, but it just looks like it wouldn't work at all.
What buttons aren't on the controller?
It kind of looks.
The display, the middle is kind of the same. They didn't change the middle except that it's a LCD display screen now.
Well, the middle reminds me. The middle looks like the original Xbox controller because you know how it said that big logo.
There you go.
That's what I think.
That's the PS5.
That's the PS5.
Is that
you see, it's an LCD screen now. Yeah, you see how the controller? It's an LCD screen now.
Bro, that controller
that controller looks like a
it looks like an Xbox controller. Someone
I don't know.
On PS4.
Listen, I don't know if they're gonna change it. I don't know if they're gonna change the controller, but that's the same thing that they showed in E3 in a little video clip. Like you know how they have those interviews all the time, like on the side. Because I had the virtual ticket for E3, so I seen everything, and that's the picture that they showed in the E3 convention of the PS5. And they said that the controller is not finalized, but they're almost done with the design of the exterior to the PS5. So that design is not finalized, but that's the same picture that they put up.
If that's the controller, I'm gonna be so angry.
If that's a
just looks
controller,
too
just buy an
long.
Xbox.
Yeah, that just looks too long.
It's
I don't like
yeah,
it because it's too separated. Everything is too far apart.
Yeah.
the
like-
grips are way too far down.
Yeah.
So
Like, I can get my
I
PS4
guarantee
controller
they're gonna change that.
and it's
I don't-
feels good. But that just
No.
looks too far. I mean, that looks like
Yeah,
if you got a PS4 controller, you stretched
You-
it out and you
you
just
gotta
made
have
the
6-inch
handles.
thumbs to play that game. To play that 6-inch thumbs, just
One thing that does look kind of cool with it is that that's an LCD screen. I want Spotify to be able to be on there.
but that I know they said that that's supposed to be on it. That's like one of the things that they're pushing to have on the controller is the LCD screen.
I
That
also
would
want to
be
be able to
cool,
watch Netflix
but
on it.
that would be cool, but the problem with that is the DualShock 4 or the PS4 controller, the battery life on it kind of sucks already. So I feel like if they had that, that would just make the battery life like terrible. Because the battery life for this is like 2 hours.
The
Which,
controller's wireless rechargeable. Like it's a whole set. Like you're never gonna need a wire to charge your controller. It's wireless rechargeable.
Wait, I
It
just
Listen, it recharges while you play your game. Like you know how like the Wii controllers you have to sync to the system in order to play them.
yeah.
Well, you're gonna sync your controller to the system, and because your system is plugged into the wall, it's gonna be able to charge your controller while you play the game. That's the whole concept of wireless charging for the PS5.
that would be really cool, but I don't see that happening on the PS5.
Right.
That's
Not
just
in
too
2019. Maybe
that's
in
too big a
2021.
stretch. That is too big a
No,
stretch
no,
because
I don't think it is.
wireless
the fact-
charging
okay.
now is crazy. Like it's like
But
you have
it's
to.
there. It's the technology's there. You just have to be able to master that technology. That's all you got to do. So
Yeah,
if you're
but-
focused on just that,
Yeah, but the like with the new phones, right? They have all wireless charging or whatever. But you have to have it on a wireless charger. You have to have it
you have to have it like on a
Charge.
pad or something,
on a
right?
little pad. But having
This is
a
gonna be line
controller
of sight.
like
It's
that
gonna be
where it's just
laser line of sight.
censored
That's
up,
how
I
this-
don't think that's
Why don't we just keep the wires? I'm fine with it. I'll just buy a 10-foot
No,
micro USB and be
no.
perfect.
yeah, it's not
No.
that big a deal. I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
people. Here's the problem: Xbox has batteries still. It is 2018, and they still have AA batteries for controllers.
No,
And it's
that's
stupid.
why you buy the rechargeable kit.
Yeah, but that just I
You
just
ain't
spent
gonna-
$400 on an Xbox. I gotta
That's
spend $10
true.
more dollars.
I agree with that. That's pretty
Yeah.
dumb that they still take
Yeah.
battery.
Well,
Yeah, that is
yes,
dumb.
you may
That
be
is-
right about it, but for $20 more, if you're gonna spend $400 on the system, you're gonna spend $20 on rechargeable.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why they still have that. I think that's stupid. The wire now is good. And I mean, you can buy a longer one, if you play like on a couch or if you play far away. I mean, you can just get a longer one.
I have a 10-foot micro USB.
Exactly. I mean, you can get a longer you can get a longer cable and it'll
Yeah.
it's fine.
The only
So that-
problem with the longer cables is with the longer cables, you add resistancy into it, and it adds lag into from your controller because the resistance that the added length puts on the electrical current traveling. But that's too technical
Well,
for us.
Well, with the newer
Okay,
PlayStation
engineer.
4 controllers, the specifically the ones where you could see the light through the touchpad, with those when you plug it in, it doesn't turn into a wired controller. It is still wireless.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's no
Oh.
input lag.
Nice.
That's actually
Well-
really cool.
There's still the somewhat input lag that comes with a wireless, but it's not as bad as with a wired controller that's 10 feet long. And I do want to point out, resistancy in a wire is negligible at somewhat longer distances. You'd have to get it to about 30, 40 feet before it starts becoming noticeable.
Well, maybe in this case, but
Gentlemen, we are not going to get into the American wire gauge and what the thickness of a wire needs to be before it loses its conductivity.
right.
I was
Right.
an engineer for a year.
I actually know that because I
I went to
used
school for that, man.
market outcomes. Right, I did too. So I know a little bit about it.
You keep forgetting I went to school to fix airplanes.
I was an engineer for a year, specifically electrical.
I went to school for audio engineering.
I have no idea. I charge my phone every night. That's what I do. I don't know.
Plug it in and it works. You're one of them guys.
Yeah. I plug it in and it works. Now, I know a lot more than the average person, I would like to think, but I don't know the technical of everything.
I feel.
Yeah. You
I
don't
know
need
Ray-
to know about Dalton. You're fine.
I know
Yeah,
random facts about everything in existence, but
Really?
I don't know chemistry. Well, I know chemistry. I'm not
I
good at it.
hate chemistry.
Yeah.
H2O is water.
I love chemistry, but I just cannot do organic reactions.
H2O is water.
Correct.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
And CO2 kills
That's
you.
pretty
That's
much
all I
all.
know.
Yeah.
Some
that is
people
true.
call it H3O when it's a hydronium ion.
I don't know what that
See,
means.
I don't even know what you just said right now,
I
bro.
don't-
Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Doesn't
means.
I lost
everybody know?
already.
I have no idea
Hydranium.
what
I
that
don't even know.
means.
I can't even repeat it.
Yeah, hydrate. What?
Hydronium ion.
Ion? Yeah, no.
It's a
That sounds
different
like
way of
hydro.
it's a
I just
different
heard
way of
hydro.
writing water when you're doing
Hydronium.
reactions. It's to show that there's like protons to be taken.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. Nope.
So
Not
what are we doing
that.
with these protons?
We're making electrons.
I was being facetious. You don't have to answer the question. I'm messing with you.
I'm just trying to bring some education into people's lives.
I don't.
Yeah, we educate on video games. I don't know all
Yeah.
this chemistry stuff.
Yeah,
Hey.
we need to talk about.
Call of Duty is coming out with Nuketown map on the 13th for PlayStation players.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait. That's my
Oh yeah.
favorite.
Season. That's gonna be
map.
cool.
And it's small.
Yeah.
gonna be
It is
awesome.
small. That's why I love it.
It'll just be so hectic. Yeah.
Dude, people are gonna lose their minds.
I know.
After
Especially with
13.
the specialists and stuff. I mean, I know we kind of had them on Black Ops 3, but
Oh my
some of the
gosh!
new
You
stuff
see?
are gonna be
I got
crazy.
plays for days. See plays for days. I'm gonna just jump out the window and just smash.
Yeah,
just burn everything
just-
in front of the bus.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
And then zombies.
Zombies,
Please have
man.
zombies in Nuketown, please.
That was fun.
I'm-
That was a lot of fun on Black Ops 2, Nuketown Zombies.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
It's my favorite zombie map, to be honest, besides Alcatraz. And
Really?
Black Ops 2. Oh, I love Alcatraz. I think it's because every character you played in the first original one, it was like a movie actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
and I knew everyone from every movie. So to me, it was just like, oh, I'm playing with gangsters. Oh, let's go. Like, they're all Italian gangsters from different mob movies.
Yeah.
So it was kind of dope.
I got you.
I'm threatening chat right now.
Threatening chat.
It's not what I meant, Navy.
That's not a good thing. That is
That just
never.
didn't sound right, right? Like
Gotcha.
you just
That
Emma,
is-
that's wrong. You got to use code SoLuTiOnZ with a T and a Z.
No, you use code one time. Okay.
Navy brat.
You use code Emma or one time. Okay, Emma's cool.
Why are you saying
Okay.
wonton?
One time, not wonton.
Oh,
No, the code one time
I want Chinese food.
I'm getting
or
Taco
code
Bell.
Emma.
Darth, how do you
Yo,
feel about me
stop
getting
with the
Taco Bell again?
Bell, man. Come on, yo, people, please help me with this guy. He's eating
Taco Bell's
tacos.
my favorite Mexican.
Your favorite
Come
Mexican
on,
place.
man.
That is not
A lot of
Mexican.
people who voted for that, right? Because I swear, one day I woke up and Google said Taco Bell has been voted the greatest Mexican restaurant in America.
That's wrong.
It's
It is
not
not.
a
It is
Mexican
not
restaurant.
Mexican.
It
It
is
is
not.
That-
It is
That is
fake
not
Mexican.
it is not what the U.S. Post put on Google. I'm telling you, I was flabbergasted.
I have seen that
Yes,
post. I know what
used
you're
the
talking
word.
about.
But I did not believe it. I thought it was a lie. And I was like, nah, come on, you lying, right? Like you're playing with me. I live in Arizona. Nobody eats in Taco Bell, bro. Like, really?
People,
It's cheap. I get
people
it.
where I live,
I see a good amount of people at Taco Bell, but not
Listen,
enough people.
I live in the U of A country. Like the University of Arizona is like 2 miles from where I live, right?
Really?
Yeah, that's all they eat is Taco Bell, Jack in the
Ugh.
Box. Like, because it's open 24/7.
Ugh.
Yep, exactly.
And they just,
Yeah,
oh
that
my
makes sense.
gosh.
So all the
Oh.
college kids just go there because it's cheap. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like $1 for 2 tacos out here. Because
Damn.
if you can get a taco anywhere, like in Tucson, Arizona, you can get a taco anywhere. There's shops everywhere. I live in the southwest eastern part of the United States. Like, so there's just taco stands everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to point out. Colton put a straw poll in chat that says, "Is Taco Bell good?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, let's go vote. No. Taco Bell sucks.
Right?
Oh, there's 2 votes for no, 1 for yes. I'd like to point out I'm
Taco
the
Bell
one
is
for yes.
trash.
Oh,
No,
man,
you
come
cannot
on,
say
Chris.
Taco Bell is trash.
Stop. Yeah.
You cannot say
man,
that.
stop.
It's okay.
It is not Mexican
The only
food.
thing-
You
the
can't
only
base it
thing-
off Mexican
no.
food.
Stop.
The only thing
It's
that is
not
good about Taco Bell is the Baja
Yes.
Blast. That is it.
$8 for me to get a
Agreed.
quesarito, a taco, and a slushy.
No, it's not a quesarito. It's a faker. Okay, it's not a real
yes,
quesarito.
it's
No,
nasty.
it's delicious.
nasty,
That's
bro.
what it is. That's all.
Oh, what is wrong
counts,
with you
okay?
But
guys?
it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, hold
it's
on.
not
Time
good.
out. Navy Brat, where are you from in the United States? I have to ask this question, bro.
Okay. Well,
What
I currently
state?
live in Missouri. I live in Missouri.
Okay. And TrX, where you from again?
I am from New Orleans.
See, so my gosh, I forgot about that. And you go to Taco
Them
Bell.
people know how to cook down in New.
And he goes to Taco Bell.
That's because
And he goes to Taco Bell.
Hey, I had jambalaya like 2 days ago.
oh my god, that is so delicious. The best crawfish I ever had was down there.
Bro, I can boil some crawfish. Oh my god.
I'm
I
telling
wish
you,
they were in
do-
season.
Do a crawfish boil. You gotta get them little red potatoes. You gotta get them corns on the cobs. You gotta put it all in one big old
Nah,
pot
but
with some.
it's the tiny little corns on the cobs too, the really small
Yeah,
ones.
yep.
Not corn on the cob.
Yep, you get a lot of garlic because garlic is the best thing to eat out of a crawfish boil.
Look. I
Reputation.
just want to point out that out of 4 people said yes, Taco Bell is good. I'm just saying.
Oh man, y'all trolling me. I feel y'all. Okay, y'all just trolling me. It's all right
Hey,
though.
if it
Bell's
makes
not
you
good.
feel any better, Malid, I lived in San Diego 5 years, and they make the best carne asada.
And you talk about Taco Bell. I can't believe you.
That's because.
It's not
Well, let me
that
tell you the
good.
story about Taco Bell.
5
me,
votes for yes.
Yes, 5 votes for yes.
Yo,
So-
Dude, the stream
me
is
tell you.
wrong. Like, you guys are wrong. I'm not doing it.
But yes, it is.
I'm
No.
done.
But listen,
I'm leaving.
I fell in love. I fell in love with Taco Bell when I was deployed to Iraq, and when I was over there, I probably ate Taco Bell 5 times because
Oh, I don't
It
even want to
was-
hear that.
that was the closest thing to Mexican food I had in the middle of the desert. Okay, but it was delicious. I'm just saying, it was delicious.
No, I can't, man. I can't.
It is not. This is not good.
I can't. I don't know what's going on. I'm with you. I don't know what's going
Taco
on.
Bell's
I'm in the
not good.
Twilight Zone.
I'm going to say one more thing about Taco Bell. Now, I can't go into specifics, but when it's 2 in the morning
Oh my god.
and you've
I'm
been
done.
with
No,
friends
I'm
for a
done.
while
I'm done.
and
I'm
you're
done.
hungry,
No.
That's a
$8
good way to say
McDonald's.
it.
I'm going to
$8
McDonald's.
for Taco
I'm going to
Bell?
McDonald's. I'm going to McDonald's.
Bro, a Big
Or
Mac costs $6 now.
Right
going to
now,
McDonald's,
you
bro.
can get a full meal for $5 at Taco Bell. $5 box.
Yes, exactly.
It's delicious. I'm just saying. And then the Dorito Locos. Oh,
Those are the only good things to talk about. The
Oh,
Doritos
don't say-
tacos.
see?
Those are good.
First you were
Those-
saying
Those are
it
good.
wasn't not good at
However,
Taco Bell. Now you're
but
saying
they're not good. It's not good Mexican food. It's okay food.
We're not
That
saying
was-
it's good Mexican food.
It's
We
not,
say it's not Mexican food. We are saying it's good food.
it's
I
my
don't agree
favorite
with
Is
Mexican.
it
I
even
don't agree
food
with
though? Is it food?
I don't-
It is
I don't
food.
agree. Thank
It is
you.
the same
I don't
6
agree with that.
ingredients mixed together in different ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
don't agree
What
with
are
that.
those? Okay. What are those
I
ingredients?
don't agree.
Beef, chicken, or steak. Those count as one. Just
Are
meat.
those real?
cheese.
Are those real meats? Are we, if we're being
Lettuce,
honest, are these
tomato,
Probably
sour
not, but let's
cream.
be honest here. Not much fast food is real.
exactly?
I'm not.
But yeah, so you got meat, you got cheese, you got tomatoes, you got lettuce, you got sour cream, and tortillas, either fried or regular.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The only
Yes.
thing that looks like real edible food is the tortillas, and that's it.
Yeah. I wow.
The quesadillas.
Quesadillas are the best. So
Yes, they are.
we gotta
I'm
start.
gonna go to Taco Bell tomorrow, and I'm gonna see.
Listen. With all this talk, I should just go call them, get them on the phone, and be like, sponsor. Just
Yeah,
all this Taco
let's get
Bell
sponsored by
talk.
Taco
I'm just done. I'm just done.
Oh god.
Hey, they could probably get you to Vegas.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
We gotta start wrapping up since we do have something to do after this. And I'm gonna try to run to Taco Bell before we have to do that thing.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh god.
I might be able to make it. I might be a little late.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure you pick up your merch, since it was advertised at the best podcast in the world.
Oh yeah,
Um,
of course.
Thank you guys for all the bits, all the subs we got. We always appreciate that.
Thank you for a couple subs we got, everything. But I don't know if I can be back on here because everybody said Taco Bell was good. I mean, that was what the chat voted.
Listen, I've been fighting this for 3 weeks already.
I can't do this anymore. This is it. I'm leaving.
We just
I'm
brought
out.
the
I'm
podcast.
done. I'm done.
I want to personally say thank you to my audience for letting me grace your ears with my musical voice.
I want to say thank you
Yet
for
again.
voting that Taco Bell's good.
Yo, listen, I'm done
If
with
we
that. No
if we
more.
vote, everybody go. Okay, here's what we should do. Go to my Twitch channel, and I will tell you guys what is good and what. Okay, that is the best way. Go follow me.
You can't
That'll be the
advertise that here.
That'll be the best way to just find out what is
Look,
good and what is not.
He's a sellout.
The
Don't-
best,
No, let's talk about
The-
what is good. Okay, you
the
know what's
best
really good?
snack you're gonna get. The best snack you're gonna get is Annie Ann's.
I was just about to
Pretzels.
say that. Those are some good pretzels.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? I got some
Let
at the
them know.
shopping center near me, and it is
Let them
so
know.
good. It is so good. See, Cohen put my link in the chat. Thank you, Cohen. I appreciate that.
Oh,
See,
Talking
he's
about
preaching me out.
Taco
He's
Bell.
showing me that it's right.
Nasty.
Tomorrow, I'm streaming. I'm gonna tell y'all what's good and what's not.
oh,
I'm
you
done.
bastard! Oh, I'm
I'm-
sorry about my language. God
I'm
dang
done.
it, Nightbot.
That's it.
I just want a sugar cinnamon pretzel. That's all I'm gonna get.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out of podcast.
Yo, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Yep,
See y'all
see y'all later.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.